It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right away, they'll change the look. Off play action. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Pickett. Pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. In motion right goes Reed. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. On 2nd down, here's Jackson being chased out left. And this one too low.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. give. Running left is Nwogu. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll toss to Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Then we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and 1 changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Reynolds will go in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion left, that's Reed. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. And he's got his man on the out route. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Pickett going to bootleg it. They'll roll him out right. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Connor Hayward. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39. Harris running straight ahead. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. David Ojabo running in to take him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Pickett back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Austin. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett will look to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Ojabo, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Presley Harvin now. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ravens 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit.
There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this position knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 36-yard line.
To throw on second down, Boyle. And his first throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Boyle. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure.
Touchdown! Darnell Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Back. It's a pick 6 and a those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. First and 10, here's Pickett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Saints are pushing back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were looking for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. They'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Off play action, Pickett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Boswell's kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field,
They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth. Off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Boyle. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down. Boyle. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back and forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they came back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Pickett now from the gun here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pickett sets up play action. Out to his left. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Give left side here for Nwangu. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 217 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the give is Nwangu. Down to the 25. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Boyle. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here comes 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Pickett to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep.
There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 58 yards. And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Ravens 35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be